Dating advice for women. I just love this elderly advice gentleman on YouTube. So I'm going to summarize like 2 hours of his videos on dating advice for women. So every man, whether he's a good man, a player, a narcissist, whatever, his main mission when he sees a woman is to have sex with her. Guys, please comment below if you disagree. Now, I know some of the men watching my channel have difficulty getting women. However, there are men who don't have difficulty getting women, okay? So, we have to remember that the man's goal is to get us into bed. And they will, unless they have integrity and honesty. We don't know. He could be a player, he might not. He wants to get us into bed and have things go on his terms. And in order to weed out the players from the men who are authentic or who actually want to date us and get to know us, we have to have a lot of discipline and not get carried away by their looks or put ourselves in compromising situations where we might be so turned on we just want to give in to his physical touch, because we are also in the flesh. Men will use words and maybe gifts and talk, maybe send you flowers, tell you how beautiful you are. They will use words or any kind of game tactics to get you into bed fast. So here are the tips. Number one, when a man asks you for your number or asks you out, you say, maybe. This brings his attention out of his penis and into his mind. And he's like, oh my God, this woman is going to require something of me. Now, this will eliminate some of the men who just want an easy fuck, but it may leave some in. Now, he'll ask for your number. You do not give a man your number, because a number is easy to just text. Doesn't require much effort on his part, and his phone could be full of numbers already. You're just one more number. You give him an email address. You could be an email address that you make up just for dating, or in my case, I would just give him my email address. Then, if he emails you, he's still in the running. He's going to have to put more effort in. I know this from my escort business, that men who email me tend to be more higher caliber than the guys who want to just text. They have to put more thought into it. And by the way, I think some people don't even have an email address. You want to weed out guys who don't even have an email address. When he emails you, you wait to get back to him, because men are waiting to see how quickly you get back to them. It indicates how available you are and how interested you are. In the initial stages of dating, we as the ladies have to set the tone, because the man's going to try to go fast because he wants to slide in that pussy. And it's up to us to set the tone and to weed those guys out, regardless of how fine they are. It takes discipline, the same discipline you need to run a marathon or to go through college. You need to use your mind in the initial stages a lot. When he emails you, you don't reply for 48 hours. You make him wait. This is going to be hard because you might be afraid he'll lose interest or whatever. This is what this gentleman gives us as advice. This 53-year-old gentleman who, I think he had his days as a player. So he looks like he was a player to me. I feel the player vibe from him. I think he may be a reformed player. So they're not going to lose interest. And if they do, fine. You're weeding out the fuckboys. You wait 48 hours to reply, and then you say, that sounds interesting. You make him work a little bit. So you're not... See, I was always trying to figure out how to make a man work without being bitchy. This is how you do it. Maybe that sounds interesting. Responding in a positive way by not being all gushy. The first date, do not go to a movie or don't where he can just put his arm around you and you're like, oh my God, his strong arm feels so good around me. Don't do that. I'm going to also add, don't go to a bar where you're drinking or anything that makes it easy for you to fall for his advances. This gentleman recommends that the first date is only 1 hour long. Yeah. So let me sum it up again. A man asks you out, you say maybe. He asks for your number, you don't give it, you give an email address. If he emails you, you wait 48 hours to reply, and you just say, that sounds interesting. You keep your first date to 1 hour, and you don't go in a dark place where he can start putting his hands all over you to see how far he can go and what you will allow. So that's what I got out of 2 hours of his videos. I think I'm going to watch more of his videos and bring more of it to you. And now I'm going to go for a run. So thank you for watching my video.